Hello everybody, and welcome to another quick tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make a music equalizer using HitFilm Pro. Okay, so we can see the layers here and the controls. This is actually a black background. This is the music track. This is one equalizer, and this is the particles that are inside the circle. So we're going to explore what is this layer here. We're going to see it's a plane, and I've added two audio waveform effects that are coming from here. Just have to click the audio, and this is the audio waveform. You have audio spectrum and waveform. This is two audio waveform effects. If I turn them off, you can see that one of them is just an add-on onto the circular form, and one of them is the main effect. So we're going to see what is actually the audio waveform effect. You can see all the options here. You can change the height, the thickness of the waveform. It's really a built-in effect inside HitFilm Pro. You don't have to do anything else, just drag it onto your plane. And we're gonna undo this here. Okay, and we got the, let's say, the ornaments around the circle are here, and you can see in these options that we can change the way the spectrum or the waveform will appear. Let's say if I turn off the main effect of the waveform and I change the way the graphic will respond to the music, you see I've got several options here, and if we'll just mess around with their values, you can see what I can get off from changing them. Okay, so this is the equalizer of the waveform layers. Next, you have the polar warp. This is actually doing the all circular effect. The neon glow, just give it a little glow, and the light rays. This is the most important filter in this project. Okay, so after I've changed the options a little bit and the values, you can see I got a different result. Let us go back to the original project. Okay, so what we've got to explore next is just the last and top layer of the particles and the way they respond to the music. So we're just going to their controls, and we're going to select it. We're going to open this tab here, and we can see we got just two effects. So we got the radial gradient and the atomic particle. Now the radial gradient gives the atomic particle. Let us turn off this equalizer here. The radial gradient gives the next layer you will apply, the atomic particle, the playground it will be laid over. So the atomic particle here is responsive to the music. And how do you do it? You set off your audio interaction to your music track you have imported to the project, and then you map it. You map the particle size and also the disperse of the particles to match your track. Now once you have set them, you got to give also an initial value to the disperse and the size if you want them to change. So I've got here an amount of 10 of the disperse value of the particles, and if I'll turn them off, you can see nothing is happening except for the particle size that is mapped or the opacity that is mapped on a different map option here. So the disperse, when it is disabled, show this effect, and when I give it a value, let's say of 10, then it plays around this value with the disperse map. If I'll turn this a little higher, you can see the particles are going wild here, and maybe even it's a better effect like this. Also nice. I'll just turn it back to 10, and you've got the effect. So this is the equalizer effect I've promised to show you, and this is really an easy project to make. You can try it yourself, and of course I have to mention HitFilm Pro, a great software for creating effects. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Amitai Gore, and we'll see you next time.